We're playing another Apocalypse battle report. Orks versus Tyranids. This is the last of the campaign we're doing. It's a new world. Just gonna be one battle. It's over the Hive world, or just the world, I guess. Octarius is, yeah. So I'm playing the Orks. Volander's playing the Tyranids. He's not here right now, but I'm just gonna go over what I have. Have a truck filled with knobs, 2 power claws, all big choppas, heavy armor, pain boy, and wog banner. This has the same, this one has the same thing except it has a war boss with mega armor, power claw, and cyborg body, and this is the same as this one. They're both there. This has 10 burnas in it, squad of Deathcopters, and a Deathcopter squadron apocalyptic formation, which makes them, whenever I assault, I get D6 assaults, and if I roll a 1, then one of the Deathcopters die at the end of the assault, sadly. 4 of them have the buzzsaws. Squad of 30 boys with a Big Mac with a custom force field. Oh, and this one right here, this also has a Big Mac with custom force field in here, like, giving it to these guys. Death Dread with 4 close combat weapons and all their upgrades. 3 killa cannons with all grot bazookas. Another squad of 30 boys. Another Death Dread, and another 30 boys. I'm going first. I bid of 15 minutes, but I thought it would take 15 minutes. I actually placed all my guys in 5 minutes, which is pretty crazy. And Volander did his in 18 minutes, exactly right to the point. This is looted wagon, big boom gun, 10 looters, and and I also have a burna bomber. And now, just ignore all the guns. There's only one set of twin link super shooters, but also have all the bombs on him, all magnetized on. So he'll be coming on. Hopefully, be good. Now with Volander, he has a squad of 27 Hormigons and a prime 27 Hormigons here. 3 Ripper Swarms protecting War Boss. This is one of the main important parts of this world, is the Tyranids have captured the ruler of the Octarius system. His name is Blacktooth, and I'm here to try to save him, or let him die and try to take over his empire if I'm able to beat the Tyranids. 3 little Ripper Swarms. So this is an objective. Also, he's like in the little Tyranid capture point thing. Turbogun on top, 3 Hive Guard inside. This is a Tyranid terrain piece I made. Oops, stop the things. He got a flying Hive Tyrant. This is the Swarmlord with 2 guard. Morgons, I already said those. Turbogun right here. 3 Zoantropes. We had to use the Terminators because we were running out of models. Another one of these Tyranid defense. I was going to use these as Aegis defense lines if I ever brought them for the Tyranids. I think they look pretty good. I also made like a quad gun for it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. 6 strikes, double bone swords and devourers, and 20 gaunts also they also have all of them have devourers. He's got a Trigon Prime in reserve. He's got 3 Terminator / Zoantropes coming down in a pod. Like I said, we're running out of models. He's got 2 squads of 10 Yimgarl genestealers in reserve. And he's got a Doom of Malediction and a squad of 10 Termagants with Devourers coming down in a pod as well. So he's got 3 pods coming down in a Trigon. So he'll only be able to bring in half. So he'll be able to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll only be able to bring in 3 things on his second turn. While all I have in reserve is a burna bomber. But we rolled, whenever we do, we always roll to see how many strategic assets we did. We do D3 strategic assets. We rolled a 1. So we got 1. I already picked mine. Because Volander's not here, I'm just going to say what it is. It's the big wog. So it's going to be really awesome because I'm going to be able to move 6 inches, and because of already the doubling of assault, if I roll like double 6, I'm going to charge 24 inches because it doubles your assault range. That's going to be amazing, especially, oh gosh, it's going to be pretty awesome. And I don't know what he probably hasn't told me yet because, oh no, he did tell me, I'm sorry. he brought this shield generator with anyone within 12 inches gets a 4+ invulnerable save to any shooting, not assault. But once I'm within the 12-inch barrier, I think it ends right here or something, then all the shots don't count anymore. It's like a barrier, like it blocks all the shots, but once you're inside, it actually affects them. My commander is Boss Red and Guts in here, one of my War Buff Mega Armor. He got the Strategic Asset number 6, where I can move a squad. So I moved the Death Dread over here. He used to be over there. And Tyranids had something, I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. But yeah. So now we're just gonna go into the first turn for Orks. So yeah. My turn 1 for the Orks. Moved up on my boys and stuff 6 inches. My trucks and vehicles all 6 inches. I shot at these guys, killed a couple of them. He rolled a 1. Looted wagon rolled a 1, so it couldn't shoot. Defcopters moved up, shot and killed 2. Insta-killed 2 strikes, and then did its assault move back. He ran. They shot at the killer cannons. Shot at the termagants. Killed a couple of them.
2, 3, 5.
5. The boys kind of moved back a little bit, waiting for deep strikes from like the Trigon or someone. And the looters. What did the looters do?
Looters shot at these guys.
Did they?
But nothing really happened. Or no, you just shot 1 time and you had like almost.
Oh yeah. I only had 2 hits and I rolled double 1s to wound on the Zoantropes. So I didn't wound them. So now going into Tyranids turn 1.
Tyranids advanced. These Tyranids here move up 6 inches, trying to take advantage of this cover save here. One thing this does is it gives a 6+ cover save. Then after people die, there's an ability to respawn D3 if there's like someone controlling that, a Tyranid model, Tyranid troop. Over here, this Termagon spawned 15 Termagants. He rolled double, so that's it. But they just dropped down and moved, capturing this little spot right here. These guys didn't do anything. These guys, the Hive guard, they actually jumped down right here. One of the psychic powers allowed them to reroll their 1s from one of my Synapse creatures. The Hive Tyrant and his 2 Hive guard moved up 6 inches. These guys moved up 6. That guy, the Swarmlord, swooped, or he's swooping. He's a Hive Tyrant. Okay, well he's swooping, so he jumped up 18 inches. He cannot assault. He cannot be assaulted. The Termagant over here spawned 14 Termagants. They moved up. These guys here, the Zoantropes, moved up 6 inches to get within closer range of shooting. These Termagants, they moved up 6 inches so they could shoot. The Shrikes, they just shifted over so they could get a better vantage point. My casts, this Termagant gave these guys Catalyst. Oh, these guys Catalyst?
Oh, no, yeah,
I thought they gave these guys Catalyst, yeah. The other one gave, this Termagant gave these Catalyst. And then Onslaught was given to these guys, and Onslaught was given to these guys. And really that's all the psychic tests and powers I had. The Prime, he tried to shoot at the truck, did nothing. This guy, the Hive Tyrant with wings, shot at these Devcoptas, took 1 wound away, and then his blast, his big large blast, killed 4 Orks and didn't hurt that. They only had 1 wound left. These guys, the Zoantropes, shot and killed that last Devcopta. These guys here, when they shot the Hive Guard, they tried to shoot at that truck. They made it so it could not shoot. Everything else he made saves. And let's see what else. The Shrieks, they shot over here at the Ork boys. I think maybe killed one guy. These Termagants with Devour guns shot at that Ork group, and they killed 7 guys. So I think that's everything. Unfortunately, these guys were just out of range of being doomed. Well, it's my Primaris power, which allows them to it's one power that I was able to not be in range of. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to give these guys the ability to reroll, so it's unfortunate. But other than that, that's all that happened. Guys just moving up and just waiting to see what happens come Ork turn 2.
This is not the end of my turn so much the beginning of my turn, kind of. I did all my movement, and as you can see, I deployed all my knobs out.
Every single thing is on the table now, right?
Yeah, and I brought in my burna bomber.
I decided to show you this because right after I make this roll, there's going to be a huge diminishment of Tyranids.
Because I have all Scorchers on my knobs. I Scorchered. I got 20 wounds on these guys, so they're taking their 4+ invulnerable saves from the shield generator. So now I'm going to roll that.
On 4s! Oh my gosh, not a lot of 4s. Just grouping off on 4s together.
Alright, well, we'll be back with more. We just wanted to show that I'm about to go into the assault phase after I'm done shooting. Alright, my turn 2. Like you already saw what happened, I'm just going to go over what I shot. Deathcopter shot at the Swarmlord, took away a wound from one of the guard. I dropped out all my guys like you saw, and I flamed them, killed the last guard, took off the last wound from that guard, assaulted in, challenged the Swarmlord with one of my just normal knobs. He wasn't able to die with bad rolling, and I couldn't do anything to him, but all the rest of my knobs killed the last guard. So I was hoping that knob would die. Here I assaulted in. Hormagaunts went first, killed 4 of my knobs, and I challenged the Tyranid primes to get him out of assault. He put a wound on me, and I couldn't do anything to him. But they're stuck in combat, and I killed 8 of the Hormagaunts while he killed.
Lost 8. Well, 8 wounds, 4 knobs.
Yeah, 4 knobs, and I killed 8 Hormagaunts. Burna Mama came in and shot 2 Scorch missiles over there, and all he could do was kill 2 guys.
Shift. Because I had a 4+. You actually hit some, but I
had a 4+ vulnerable save.
4+.
Ludas tried to try to put this guy to the ground so I could assault him with my boys, but I couldn't. He made his ground test, but he did lose a wound. He's down to 3 wounds. Ludawagon missed his large blast. These guys moved up and ran. They didn't do anything. Boys assaulted the Termagants. And I did
Overwatch was pretty good. I have an Overwatch. Boom, boom, boom.
And I was able to, I did reveal my strategic asset, which was the big wog. So I doubled all my already two dice charge ranges. So I got everyone in charge. It's pretty easy. These guys stayed back. They kind of moved to the side, just waiting for drop pods and guys to come in. And that's about all that happened. So now going into, and I wiped out this whole Hormagaun squad with the help of these knobs and these boys.
Lost 11 guys here, but all
and the killa cans shot down the whole the spawn guys, and then assaulted
just killed them.
So they just
wiped them out. These guys,
actually
you lost 11 wounds, and I lost 12.
Yeah.
So, but they're still in this.
Yeah. So now going into Tyranid's turn 2.
Okay, end of Tyranid's turn 2. Okay, I brought in my reserves. I was able to bring in 3 of them. One was the genestealers. I had this place set up as one attack point. The other was the genestealers over there at that place. My third was the Doom of Malediction, which I bullseyed right there. There were originally 3 groups of Ork boys. One here. Ork knobs. They did their psychic leadership tests, and I only just killed 1 Ork boy from this unit that used to be here. I grabbed 5, and over here, both of these guys made their leadership test. Or actually, didn't one of these guys take a wound? these knobs. You just, okay, whatever. So I brought those guys in. In movement, I brought my Shrikes up to help this unit of 3 or 4 termagants that were with the Ork boys. In movement, I moved these guys back, Termagon back 6 inches. These guys were able to give Onslaught, which meant, or they received Onslaught, the Zoantropes, so they were able to move, run, and then shoot. And then these Hive Guard jumped down to get in range to shoot this group. There used to be 3 of these killa cans. These guys, this guy was locked in combat, the Hive Tyrant, Swarmlord actually, right? And these guys were locked in combat over here in the Hormagaunts and Prime.
2 Hormagaunts died and like 6 genestealers died.
Well, yeah, now into Assault. In the Assault phase, the Prime killed the guy that he was challenging, and yeah, like I said, there's only about 1, 2, 3, 4 Ork knobs, and there's actually 4 genestealers, and I was able to make a lot of saves on those little Hormagaunts, which was nice, but I lost a lot. 40 assaults. I did the one extra assault, and I don't know what happened. My rolls were just terrible. And he had, on that unit, he actually does have his feel no pain and invulnerable saves and stuff, so it's hard to kill those guys.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah. Over here, let's see what else happened. In shooting, 2 of these killa cans were taken out. This guy, he's good to go. Nothing happened to him. He made his invulnerable save when this guy was still here, the big mech with force field. These guys actually finally did something. They came in. They made it so that they're extra strong. One to their strength, able to hit the Ork boys easier. They wiped the Ork boys just by the last wound. By the way, it's kind of just bad rolling again, but they're dead. Over here, Swarmlord killed the guy that was in a challenge with him, and here the winged Hive Tyrant.
Gliding.
Well, he stopped being gliding, right?
Yeah, I know. So he's gliding. He's not swooping anymore. He's gliding.
Well, yeah, I made it so that I could assault, right? So he had to be that. So I shot at the tank that used to be there, the looted wagon. Took 1 hull point away in shooting, and then I decided to assault him with just my normal strength. And I hit him 3 times, and I was able to put 2 more penetrations on him. So instantly destroyed him. I was hurt with 1 wound, but I made my save. Over here, the Shrikes. Well, the Shrikes assaulted these guys here, the Ork boys, and took out 7. And the Orks retaliated. All the Ork boys retaliated against the Termagants that were here, wiped them out. The Power Claw knob retaliated against these guys and killed 1. So I actually lost by 1. Or was it a tied combat?
No, you lost.
Okay, so, but that is the end of this phase, and we'll be going into Ork turn 3.
End of my turn 3. I moved these Deathcoppers over here. They all shot at the Hive Tyrant, killed it because it was gliding. Came over here, assaulted the Death Dread with my Shrike. The Death Dread assaulted the Shrikes, but the boys took them out with the Power Claw, killed them all, so they consolidated forward. Daka Jet turbo boosted all the way over and dropped a burna bomb on the genestealers. Burnas flamed them. They got hit by Death Dread, by the Death Roller, and I shot them with like everything, and they finally died. I killed one of the Zoantropes from the Ludas, and I assaulted the Hive Guard and put a wound on them with the killa can. I killed the Doom and Malediction Assault. I only have 2 knobs left over here, but I wasn't able to kill the last genestealer, so he's still alive. And I've just put a wound on the Swarmlord while he's killed another knob. So now going into Tyranid's turn 3. Okay, into Tyranid's turn 3, my last 3 reserve items came in. The Spore with Termagants with the 3-gun Devourers. My Prime came in.
my other spore with the Zoantropes came in. In movement, they scattered, they put exactly where I wanted. They came down exactly where I wanted them to. These guys were given Catalyst and Onslaught by this guy. This guy was given Catalyst, and that's all they could really give the other Turbogon. Both Turbogons jumped into assault with the killa that was there. They were able to take him out in assault. He did kill one of these guys, or put a wound. No, I think he did kill one of the Hive guard. They had one wound, and they lost its last wound. These guys shot at this and did damage that would have killed it, but he made all of his vulnerable saves with his big mech. Custom force field. These guys, two of them made their psychic test and shot. Again, the same thing. Nothing happened. Over here, I shot the back of this Death Dread and glanced him to death. He was not within range of anything, so he died. These guys here, they shot at those 4 remaining Ork boys that used to be there, so they're all dead. They're gone. I think this spore actually took out one of those Ork boys, and then these Devourers took out the rest. In assault, we talked about this assault. Turbogon was, the Turbogon took out the killa cannon, and these guys consolidated back. In this assault, my Swarmlord went ahead and killed another knob. I challenged the war boss. He declined. He went back there. So just trying to take him out one knob at a time. I did lose 2 wounds. Over here, these guys tried to run up to get into assault. Didn't make it, but it didn't matter because finally that group of Ork boys, Ork knobs, died. The genestealer here, he actually killed one, and then the Tyranid Prime killed the other one. So that is the end of my turn, and we're going to go into Ork turn 4.
Into my turn 4, the Death Cop was over here, shot at the Trigon, took a wound away, charged with the boys, took another wound away, and 6 died by the Trigon. Ludus shot down those 2 Zoantropes, while the Death Dread assaulted these 3 and killed 2 of them, one's left. Burna Bomber came over here, shot 2 Scorch missiles at, and his super shooters at those Gaunts, only 2 are left. He tried to ram the Zoantropes, couldn't do anything. Knobs finally finished off the Swarmlord, and they're assaulting 4. Another one was insta-killed though. These guys, these knobs came over here, assaulted, and the war boss challenged the Tyranid Prime, and Tyranid Prime finally made its match and was insta-killed, but it did lose a wound. And the trucks moved up and they shot. So now going into Tyranid's turn 4. In the Tyranid's turn 4, in movement phase, I moved these Termagants 6 inches, ran them 4. The other thing in movement, I threw my Turbogon, who moved down here 6 inches to contest this area. Shooting phase, my Hive guard shot at those knobs, took out 2 wounds, so 1 guy died. 1 guy continues to have 1 wound. In movement, the Termagants, there's like 15 of them, moved up. They charged these guys. They were able to make their charge distance. Here, they wanted to help out the genestealers. He had 1, but since he was on this place that regenerates, the acid pool regenerates troops, I rolled a D3, rolled a 6, and 3 of his friends were able to join. They did assault. They did nothing to the Orks. They did not. They made all their saves. Here I had a charge, and they had adrenal glands toxin sacs because they were in close proximity to this Turbogon. They did make a lot of wounds on them, but because these Ork boys or Ork knobs are able to roll their armor save and feel no pain, they made all of their armor saves except for 11, and then he rolled to save himself with a 5.
He made all but 2, which was really depressing. But anyway, after that, these guys just wrecked everyone. Luckily, I was able to stay in combat. He's fearless, so I'm holding those guys up for another round. I think that's all that happened. In Assault, over here, the Zoantropes could not do anything to the Death Dread. The Death Dread attacked, wounded them. They did not make their armor saves, their invulnerable saves. They died. This guy jumped up and basically is contesting that area. Last thing that happened, the Trigon Prime was still locked in combat here. He killed 6 more Orks, but he lost 2 wounds to normal Ork boys, and then he lost 2 wounds to this guy. He had 4 left and he died. So basically, that is it. We'll be going into Orks turn 5. Coming up. Okay, Tyranids turn 5. The Tyranid turn is not actually over, but just in movement, moved up, shot 6 shots at those Ork boys, killed 3 of them, so I took away their ability to contest that area. This, my Ascetic Spore, shot its stinger salvo and tentacles, attacked it, but nothing happened to the Ork boys. Over here, this guy was given the ability to move, run, and shoot from the Turbogon. He moved 6, ran 5. I shot at that guy, made 1 penetration. He missed his vulnerable save, but when I rolled to see what the damage on the damage table, I only made it so he could not move or shoot. It didn't help me. Wanted to get rid of him. Over here, this guy had put Catalyst on himself, and I did the cluster spine bomb. Nothing happened. I did make 1 wound, but he made all his saves. So now, if we wanted to, this is probably my last stand. Just got 3 models on the board. I'm going to assault the captive.
This is our captive. We're counting him as like a Gaskell Thraka kind of guy. He can be killed. So if you kill him, the objective goes away.
Okay, so in assault,
this guy.
it's actually initiative 1 versus initiative 1.
Yeah.
So I get 3 assaults, and the black tooth
gets 6. I'll just roll mine first. My guy. Wow. 3 hits. 2 is wound. And 1 wound.
Okay.
Let's take 1 away.
So now I have. Well, you want me to roll that?
Yeah.
This is my catalyst. He doesn't make it, so he loses a wound. Now my assault's 3. 6, 5, 4. That's 3 wounds. 4, 5, 3. So that's 3. A 3 is not?
No. Well, then I guess he just loses 2 wounds. Yeah. He doesn't. Oh, I guess invulnerable saves. Alright. So we both lost a wound. So he's trying to kill the captive. So then that's the end of Tyranid's turn 5. Guesses you want to roll to see if the game ends?
Yes, I'll roll.
I'll just roll. Alright.
It's the end of my turn, so typically that person rolls. 3, the game continues.
Not the end of Orks turn 2, or 6, but I did bring in the burna bomber. Shot this 2 scorch missiles in its guns at that, but I could only take away 2 wounds. Ludas shot down the last 2 termagants. Defcopters killed the last Hive guard. And now in assault, funny thing I did was my knobs here moved over to take this, while these knobs came in. Some of them assaulted the Turbogon, also some of them assaulted Blacktooth, because my war boss wants to become the ruler of this system, and Blacktooth is getting in the way, so he's going to come try to kill him. At the same time trying to kill the Turbogon. So we're going to do that battle right here. Initiative would be Big Mech right here. Here's the Big Mech. Wow, all misses.
Who are you going against?
Oh, these are all right now against. Only War Boss is going against the Blacktooth, so these are all against the Turbogon. Here's the big chopper. Wound on a 4. So here are. Man. Here are those. Here are 5 wounds there. Now I'll have my power claws. Well, actually no, wait. Take these first. Take 5 saves.
And since you were splitting assaults, you weren't getting the extra charge.
Yeah, I know.
Were you?
So that's 1 fail right there. Now you get to do Feel No Pain. Failed it. So now you're down to 4 wounds. Now at the same time as the Turbogon, my power claws will go. I'll just roll that right now. 3's hit. So only 1 miss. Wounds on the 2+. So I got all wounds. That's a lot of Feel No Pain saves. But now Turbogon can go. We're gonna go against the Knobs or the Blacktooth.
How many does Blacktooth have?
3 wounds left.
I took a wound, right? So he has a total of 4?
Yeah.
He's still an assault, really. He's gonna go after that guy.
1 hit. No wound. Oh, you have Toxin Sect. You bought Toxin before the turbo.
So
reroll the 1 that you failed the wound. Oh.
What?
Alright, well that was nothing. So now my War Boss and Blacktooth will go at the same time. First Blacktooth will go against the Turbogon. Oh gosh. Only 3 hits. And only 1 wound. So add that to all the Turbogons. Now my War Boss, so you can roll this.
I want to do his special.
Oh, well, here is War Boss against the Blacktooth. Oh gosh. 3 hits. And 2 wounds on Blacktooth.
So Blacktooth isn't assaulting the other orc?
No. Alright, so here is his invulnerable saves. Oh wow. Oh, he only made 1. So now Blacktooth's down to 2 wounds. But now make your Feel No Pains.
Okay, I'm going to try to make my Feel No Pain against Blacktooth's attacks. And I make it.
You made it.
He didn't hurt me.
Alright, well now make you all the other ones. 7.
One, 2, 3, 4. I think that's how many.
Yeah. Also, Turbogon just dies by the last wound. Alright, well that's the end of Orks. Turn 6. Now going in. There's nothing really for the Tyranids though.
Well, you can shoot that, but that's it.
Well, we'll just come back. We'll just come back for this last assault, basically. Try to kill Blacktooth off. In the Tyranids' turn, the drop I just killed a couple boys. But the real thing that's gonna happen is the assault's still going here. So I just charged in with the rest of my knobs. I killed the Turbogon. So now we're gonna roll. Here's my Pain Boy. 3 hits. 1 wound. The Pain Boy. Big choppers. Hit on 4s. It's only 4 hits. Gonna wound on 2s. So that many wounds there, you all get your armor save. So just roll those and then you get to attack. 2+ armor saves. Failed only 1, so he's down to 1 wound, but he gets to attack now. So just roll your attacks. All hits. Need 2s to wound. Oh gosh. Alright. 6. Oh, but wait. I gave my invulnerable save, I forgot. Oh gosh. Oh, I only made 1. So,
One guy has a bonus?
no. Oh, yes. So So that'd be 3 guys dead. All the big choppers would die. Alright, so now power claws will go, including the war boss. I'll just roll the war boss. Oh my gosh, only 1 hit. Maybe the war boss can finish him off with just a 1 hit and 1 wound. Roll your invulnerable save. He makes it, he blocks. But the knobs will try to finish him off.
There's more knobs?
That was just the war boss. Sadly, the knobs will have to kill him off and steal the glory. So that's 3 wounds on the war boss. Blacktooth.
Does he get his
vulnerable save? And he loses by 1. 4, but that was his last wound. So that ends this game of Octarius. Red and Guts has taken over the system and will fight to cleanse off the remaining, and this is the end of our campaign. The Orks have won this game. They've captured 1. That won't count because that's dead. It's 1, 2, well, technically the Tyranids have been wiped, except for that 1 pod. But that's the end of our game. We'll have more battle reports coming.